Hey all, it's Dr. Paul. Are y'all writing a construction business plan? What I've done is I created a web page that is dedicated for writing a construction business plan. So what I did is I thought about all the components that I would include in a construction business plan. And then what I did is I went ahead and made the outline. And of course, I used ChatGPT to help me with it. And in that outline, I identified just about everything I can think of what I would include in a construction business plan, all the research that I would do. And then what I did is I went ahead and filled out that page, and I just did all the research I could possibly do to gather that information in one place. So if you're a construction business owner or if you're a construction business plan writer and you need to do some research on the construction industry, well, this web page I'm about to show y'all is definitely something you want to check out. All right, let's go ahead and jump right on it. All right, here is the star of the show, and that is my construction business plan research and guide. And if you take a look right up here, it's at quality business plan backslash construction business plan guide. And just real quick, going over some of the components, and I'm going to be updating this periodically, make sure the information's fresh. But it just starts off with just introducing the page, Construction Business Plan Research and Guide. And some of the topics that I'm going to cover on this page, or did cover on this page, is the industry overview and history. This is a great way to introduce your business plan to show that you have an understanding of the construction industry. From there, another top item that I covered is going to be the construction business plan writing best practices. So I give you some tips and tricks on how to actually write a construction business plan. And I also include a video periodically throughout the page. I include videos that I've previously done over the last 11 years. I talked a little bit about the executive summary, company summary, market analysis, organizational structure, marketing strategy, financial projections, all that good stuff. The next section is organizational structure for a construction company. You definitely want organizational structure in your business plan. Not only do you want to be able to discuss it and show what the jobs are and what they're just briefly what those jobs are going to do, but you also want to go ahead and include a visual as well. The visual I included is just bullet points. It's just, just brief, but it's definitely something to go ahead and check out. Next segment is going to be common operating costs for a construction company. As construction company business owners, you all know what your common costs are, but if you go ahead and review this, it's going to help you identify any costs that you may be missing, such as a payroll, equipment, and material, and so on. Next segment is going to be the revenue generator for the construction companies. That's pretty straightforward as well. But again, it gives you an idea of what other people are doing, other construction companies are doing throughout the U.S. Next segment, and also at the end of each segment, I give you a takeaway. And the key takeaway is just reminding you how you can use that information above in your business plan. I like to do a revenue snapshot. I like to do snapshots and compare different aspects of the information I covered. For example, right here, I'm covering revenues. I'm comparing revenues between residential as well as commercial, just to give you a side-by-side comparison. Next segment I briefly discussed was safety and compliance. And then reasons construction companies fail. I go into I've researched the top 5 reasons why, or 3 reasons why construction companies fail, and I give you a little bit of an update on that. And then I flipped it around and I also discuss 3 reasons why construction businesses succeed. And again, take a look at that. It's good information. And then I also compare this failure and success factors for you. Competition levels throughout the U.S. I talk about the competition size, external factors, as well as the 5 best cities to open up a construction company. And on the flip side, the 5 most competitive cities to open up a construction company. I also then discuss how you can apply this for a business plan. And then I went into industry statistics and trends in the construction industry. I give you some national statistics, some growth projections, industry trends, and then also how to use that in a business plan. We go into the next section of funding and investment insights for a construction company, talk about some information about that. And then finally, I start getting into a construction business plan template. So if you're writing a business plan, you don't want to start from scratch. I do offer templates, and here is where I start discussing my business plan templates. Again, take a look at that, what's included in one of my construction business plan templates. And then finally, I wrap up this segment with discussing beyond the business plan. The business plan is just the starting point for your construction company, whether you're looking to start up or expand and grow. From there, you get your business plan, you locked on your funding. Well, guess what? You're going to need an operations plan. You're going to need a marketing plan. You're going to need to be able to optimize your construction company. So I kind of go into how I, as a business consultant, use my organized plan and growth strategy to help small businesses grow. All right, hopefully this information was helpful. And as always, if you need a little bit of help with a construction business plan, reach out. Love to help with the custom one. Let's go ahead and wrap it up and pack it up. All right, hopefully this information was helpful. Again, Dr. Paul Borosky, owner of Quality Business Plan as well as Quality Business Consultant, and a little bit about my experience. I am a business consultant, specifically a business growth consultant using my Dr. Paul's Organized Plan and Growth Strategy. I'm also a business plan writer and a financial model construction professional. And then finally, I am an adjunct professor as well as subject matter expert for both business and finance. So I do have some real world applications as well as some academic credentials backing up my thoughts and ideas for my business plan writing as well as business consulting. And then finally, let's wrap it up with this segment right here, which is going to be some of the services that I offer. And my main service that I offer is business plan writing and doing pro forma financial projections. But I also do offer quite a bit business consulting, whether it's online or I go to where you are. And I do use for my business consulting the organized plan and growth strategy. I help you all organize your business and set the foundation. And then from there, we plan for growth and expansion. If you don't have a solid foundation, then you are going to, your house of cards is going to fall eventually. And I just show you all how to organize your business and then from there plan and grow it. Some services again is going to be organizational management, help you all organize your management, as well as some fractional CFO, COO consulting, and then finally just general consulting. If you're running into some problems with your business, need a little bit of insights, I am there for you. Just let me know. I do that on a half hour as well as hourly basis. All right, hopefully this information was helpful. As always, go out a little bit of make a little bit of money, and have a great day. Thanks.